hanging out in the T5.120 for a few minutes here, and I just wanted to show y'all a little bit about the loader suspension and maybe the creeper gear too, and what those options are all about, and how I think they're useful. To start off with, loader suspension. Obviously I have the electronic joystick, and it has several buttons on it. I don't know if you can see around the front here, but I'll try to get you there. You have buttons here also. This is an upshift, this is a downshift, this is a D-clutch, so you can hold that in and clutch the transmission while you operate the loader stick. And then there's buttons on the side over here. This one is third function. You hold it in and then move the lever side to side. I got the snowplow on, and it's pretty much just a solenoid out there that you're activating. You just move it side to side while holding it in, and it stops using the bucket roll function, and the solenoid switches it to the auxiliary hydraulic hoses that are plumbed on the loader. These two buttons here are not in use, but you can have this is third function, you can have a fourth function and a fifth function, and it is already wired on the loader. You can have more couplers out there on the loader if you have an attachment that requires a fourth and a fifth function. So it's already wired into the tractor, and if you push those buttons, you can actually hear the solenoids clicking, or the relays clicking in the fuse box. But I wanted to talk about the loader suspension, and the dealer installed this switch here, and I can turn it on and off from in the cab. Now that's optional. You can get this loader suspension that's manual. You have to get out of the tractor and turn a valve on and off, but I wanted to be able to control it from in the cab, make it a little more convenient. But I find I hardly ever turn it off. I leave it on most all the time, and I'll try to show you the difference that it makes here. So I've got it on right now. I'm gonna rev the engine up to about, we'll go to about 1200. Now I'm gonna raise the loader up, and I'm just gonna let off the stick and stop. And you kind of see the loader bounce a little bit. And I'm gonna let it down and just let off the stick, and you see how the loader bounces. I'm just pushing the stick to full stroke, and then I'm just letting off of it, and see how it takes the shock out of it. Now I'm going to turn it off. Now I want you to see the difference. If I'm pulling full stroke, I'm going to stop. Now it looked like it kind of bounced there, but it was actually the bounce was in the cab. Now I'm going to let it down, and you can see it's kind of hard to tell, but I'm trying to get a different angle here. The cab is actually bouncing, not the loader, and the tires are bouncing, and it's actually jarring me pretty good. I don't know if you can see this is with the loader suspension off, and I'm just kind of jerking the loader around, and you can see that I'm raising it up right now, stop, letting it down, stop. See, it kind of jerks me around. I'm going to put the loader suspension on, raise it up, let it down, doing the same motions. See how much smoother I'm setting. I'm moving maybe a little bit, but nothing like. I'm going to turn it back off. And now, see how it jerks me around? It's hard to tell, I'm sure, by the video, but it's actually pretty substantial difference sitting here in the tractor that you can feel. And driving through the field or on the road, it makes a big difference. on whether that suspension is on or not. And I can't remember exactly how much it cost, but it's well worth whatever it costs. This blade weighs about 1,500 pounds. Let me turn it back on because it's jerking me around a little bit. But so it's like a heavy, a wet 5x5 round bale is about what this is equivalent to. But it's so much smoother with it on there riding. Now you can turn it off, and you can be easy with the controls and not jerk yourself around. But you have to be, it takes a while to get used to this. It's really small, but I like it now that I'm used to it, because you know, I can just sit here and not have to reach out for the lever, which I know they moved it up here closer to you on this tractor, but I still like this electric joystick for what I'm doing. I do a lot of loader work handling square bales, but you know, you have to get used to operating it like this, just small movements. If you don't want a large amount of movement on the loader, you just have to, I mean, that's all it takes right there. So if you're not into learning how to operate it like this, you may want to stick with a mechanical joystick. And it does have all the buttons and functions that this joystick does too. So the only difference will be you're operating cables instead of the electronic valves. But one advantage this electronic valve has over the mechanical one is, with this knob right here, you can go into the screen, and I'm not going to show you, but you can go in there and you can change the flow going to the loader, so you can slow it way down or speed it up really fast depending on what you're doing with the loader. And you can control the tilt, the dump function speed, and the loader up and down speed independently, and you can control up speeds and down speeds and tilt speeds and curl back speeds independently. So you have a lot more control over your loader if you go with the electronic joystick. But there is a learning curve to using this joystick, and if you have a lot of employees, I guess, that we're going to be getting in and out of this tractor and using this tractor, you might want to stick with a mechanical joystick. This would be something I would, you know, if this tractor is something you're going to use personally, you're going to keep it in a really nice tractor, you know, the joystick's nice, but if probably for a durability standpoint, if somebody breaking this armrest off or ripping the control stick off the armrest, it may be better to have the mechanical one. But I like it. I'm the only one that's going to be running this tractor. So anyway, I want to talk about Creeper, but I believe I'll make another video. This video's gotten long, so I'll make another video on Creeper. So thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day.